Hello. Hello, hello. Hi, Spursine. Hello, hello. Hi, Phantom. How are you? How's it going? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, thanks everyone for joining. Thank you. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. This is Tamaki Suho from Enron Host Club, or yeah, I guess that's what I call it for short. It's just a shoujo anime from the early 2000s. Thank you so much, Phantom. I appreciate it. Also, I love your drawing of Todoroki. I have a couple of drawings from 2020 that I have put away somewhere of Todoroki. I have, or Shoto. I don't know what you guys call him, but yeah, I have a couple of pictures of him. And pencil drawing, of course, not digital, but I'll have to bring those out another day and show you. He's a cool character. He is a cool character. You are welcome. I think that's too dark. I need a tan or something. Thanks. Yeah. You kept me up all night, and I'm sleepy. That's fantastic. Thanks. Please excuse me. Thank you. The character I'm currently working on is called Chishia. He's from a show called Alice in Borderland. I've heard that before, but I don't think I've seen it before. I have not. Hey guys, where's everyone from? Since I started going live on here about a week or two ago, I've noticed that I get mostly people that are not from the states where I'm from, which is pretty awesome. I'm really excited to learn more stuff from different parts of the world about other stuff. Could you please help me draw too? It depends on what you want help with. I can help with basic things, but Some things I'm not able to. Just not sure. Whatever you, would like to. Uh, this one I hope I can be right back, okay? This one I hope I can get looking decently, I guess. Not sure if I'll go live long today. I'm pretty tired. I kind of didn't have the best day yesterday, so I'm, I don't know, I might decide otherwise. It happens. But what do you need help with drawing? I used to try to post tutorials, but that never worked out too well. So I stopped doing that. And also I did stop doing it for privacy reasons, just because when I had an incident happen where I drew my OC and somebody copied my exact OC design and said it was his OC. So it was really, yeah. It's a learning experience. I don't really, not only do I have a hard time explaining stuff, but I gatekeep my OCs very, very much. So I only show specific things on how to draw. It's just on the internet, you gotta be careful with certain things. So I don't, yeah. Not sure what you wanted help with, but I could certainly hear you out and see what you need help with. I don't know if that makes sense. This guy is from Oran High School Host Club, and his name is Tamaki Suo, and he is so sweet. If you guys have seen it, it's very funny. It's so funny. You'd have to watch it. But this guy and everyone else really is always slipping over bananas. I don't know why there's bananas in the anime, but it's pretty funny. And he's so sweet and so sensitive. That's just so cute. He's adorable. He's my favorite. Although I wish in the anime there was more romance between him and Haruhi, because, like, it's, I don't know. I am a sucker for that kind of stuff, I guess. Yep. Good new upload coming later and finish. Is it Shishia? Yes, please, go ahead. I like it when people, tag, I don't know if it's tag or mention. I know that people here say mention, but also, I call it tag too. Yeah, definitely. Please do. I always love to see artwork, and I always love seeing your artwork. So, absolutely, please, if you would. Seeing your artwork always gives me motivation to draw. I'm currently working on my first commission. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Congratulations, by the way. That is freaking amazing. It's always fun to get your first and very first commission. It feels so good. It really does. So, congratulations. That is spectacular. I used a different, I used a reference, but I didn't copy it 100%. I've said before, I'm not the best at doing word for word on or I guess I'm just not really, I don't really like doing it, but I do sometimes with anime characters, and I actually really like this one, how it turned out. It's really, really cool. He paid me for it. I told him I would do it for free. Yeah, I'm glad that he's paying for it because it's only fair. You work hard on your art and you deserve it. So take his offer. Now I understand if you were doing like a giveaway, but with commissions, definitely like even if it's a relative doing it for free, um, it kind of sucks over time, really. I tried to do it and eventually I couldn't anymore. Um, yeah, honestly amazing, even if it's copied. Good. Sometimes copy someone as long as it's not traced, it's amazing. With some people who do trace, I think that's great. If they decide that they want to trace, especially if they're learning. But with me, I don't know if I ever have traced. I think I did when I was little a couple times, but I just didn't get into it because I grew up wanting to do my own thing. So when I was 11, I started drawing my own OCs. It just made me feel like I was creating myself. Making OCs means that I get to build myself from the ground up. And I know that sounds really silly, but you have to, I don't know, you I don't know how to get that out. Hey Ada, how are you? The cast is getting removed in 5 days. What's that? Oh, the cast. I thought you meant like the cast of a show. Oh, that's great. I am so happy to hear that. That is fantastic news. I'm so happy that it didn't like you didn't need to get surgery or any like thing, any infections or anything like that. I'm really happy to hear that. That you're okay and it's healing. You heal crazy fast. That's amazing. Hello, Enterbite. Enterbite is here, guys. But yeah, with OCs, I feel like I'm reconstructing myself, and I'm creating myself. I'm putting myself out there. I'm putting my everything out there, I guess. I don't know. I wish I could make sense of it, but it's just a perspective that I've grown to realize over the years that I'm not just making OCs, I'm making myself. And I didn't realize that before. And it's something that when I was drawing my OCs, I was like, you know what? This isn't just any OC. This is me. No, it's not me, but it's a representation of me in some form, in some aspect, whether that's subliminally or directly, I don't know, but that's what it is. And characters are a form of self-expression, yes. Yo, this is cute. Thank you, Doodle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, building from the ground up, so starts everywhere. Yeah, for me, OCs, it's like OCs I made are part of me and even my characters' traits in real life without me noticing. Yes, absolutely. And the only reason I'm drawing fan art, I draw fan art when I have art block or I feel unmotivated to finish original characters that I already have. So, with that in mind, I end up drawing animated characters and then I get motivated to finish my digital artwork, which is essentially just my OCs. So, yeah, there's all that. I'm glad you guys get it, though. I'm glad you do. I see a lot of weird things that people don't really understand. Or that people are just like, she's just... oh well, though. You know? Oh well. Let's just say that I do wear my heart on my sleeve, and I like that about myself. People get uncomfortable with emotions and stuff like that, but me, I don't care. I'll say how I feel, I'll say how I feel, regardless. And I want other people to do the same. We are not robots. And I've just heard so much. I've just, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of stuff that I talk about. I'm a deep individual. I don't like talking about the weather. All these little small talk conversations. I don't like to do that. So if you guys have anything to talk about, like in the comments, you guys can always talk amongst each other. Um, Even if I'm not talking, um, usually I'm just focusing on my drawing. Embrace the uncomfortable silences. I like that's so important, guys. It's okay to have uncomfortable silences. Embrace them. Good morning, bestie. Cursive autocorrect. Yeah, that's how I am. I don't like to sit there and just talk about the weather or sit there and talk about other people or the football game or celebrity gossip. You know, that kind of thing that people usually talk about. I talk about really deep stuff, and I think that's why most people aren't fond of me. And I think that's a really good thing because that shows that tells me that I don't always have to fit somewhere. Because none of us are meant to fit in a box. We're not supposed to fit in some box just to make everyone comfortable with us. What's BSD? What is that? Yes. Also, guys, my bestie here, Michaela and Adam doing art, um, she needs, I think, 3 or 4 more subscribers. So if you guys haven't already, I know some of you guys already did subscribe to her, and I appreciate it. If you guys would go over to her page and sub to her, um, that way she'll be able to go live soon, which really makes me happy because she's worked really hard and she does some really cool stuff. She's also getting into art too, guys, by the way. Bungo Stray Dogs? No. For me, as weird as it is, I talk about a lot of conspiracies of the world and people think I'm crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I think for me, like, a lot of people don't like me because I trigger them. And not on purpose, but I think it's the fact that I talk about really deep things and sometimes dark things. And not a lot of people are willing to look within themselves and really understand what they're feeling, what they're going through, and even like be comfortable in their own skin and their own feelings when there's silence, you know? But I like that I'm able, that's why, that's why I'm only typically close and talk to people if I talk to someone every day, it's my bestie or my husband. And the reason why is because I can talk about this kind of stuff with them, like on a daily basis, and even like random things. And some of you guys are really like random in the comments too, and that's something that I really like. Um, so I just, I prefer being able to talk about certain things with other people, like that I've experienced in my life. They will do something right, and I will talk to them about it and try to talk about deep things or whatever. And usually I'm met with gaslighting. And what I mean by that is they'll be like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry, but. And they continue to do those things that I've told them that I don't want to be dealing with. But the thing I have to understand is I can't be around people like that. because I'm essentially telling them that I'm going to allow that stuff to happen, that I'm going to accept that kind of behavior. And that is my fault. That is my fault. It sucks to admit it, but it's true. Exactly. You're exactly right. Speaking of deep topics, the shortage of social media is causing young people something I don't see talked about enough. As plague, empathy is seen as a weakness by some. I see 4 more people. Yes, Sasha needs 4 more people, guys. I think you should also be able to type in, Michaela and Adam doing art, and it should pop up as well. I'm not sure. I know sometimes I try to type in an alternative to their username because there's their username and their name on here, so I'm not sure if it'll also let you guys type in her name as well on there that's showing up here. If you guys have a separate device, would you please subscribe? But yeah, and I also I don't think people who lack empathy are, not all of them are bad people or inherently malicious in some way. I think some of them, from what from what I have observed, is that they just aren't used to being that way. Now that doesn't mean that they won't or will end up that way eventually, but some people are so stuck in their ways and their mindset that they aren't able to challenge that because it's new. And that's how most humans work. The difference is between a person who wants to be better is they do challenge themselves and they do talk about that kind of stuff so that they can get through it, because if we don't address it, it's going to continue. What we continue to allow and what we continue to be a bystander to is what will continue. And let me tell you, being a bystander doesn't feel good. Because I was. When I was in my teens, I tried to talk about stuff like that. But I was made to feel like I was the problem and I had to apologize. I had to feel bad and cater to my reaction to what they were causing, their feelings. Instead of them saying, yeah, I know this is a problem and I'll do better and actually do better. You know, I can't stand the empty apologies where people say, yeah, I'm sorry, but, or I'm sorry you feel that way. And I just want to say, no, don't apologize for how I feel. You apologize for what your behavior, or you don't get access to me. You know, that kind of thing. You're welcome, bestie. Thank you so much. Good morning, good morning, Brandy. I was gonna say good morning, Sasha. Some people just, there's for reason people shape me into how I am today. For a lot of people, there isn't an issue with feeling empathy. It's just they feel helpless. The world is like it's drowning. To a lot of people, it's heavy and unshakable. So when seeing others suffer, they try to cope with the reality by shooting down the same thing they feel. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. That is very true. You're right about that. I've had a lot of people, like, whenever I try to address them with something that was hurtful, they'll be like, see, this is what I mean. You always cause problems. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. You need to blah, blah, blah. And this is what I mean. I can't ever do anything, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just sitting there like, oh. And then I eventually have to apologize or feel bad for addressing it. And I used to for so long. I used to say, I'm sorry, I know I reacted that way, and I'm sorry, I shouldn't have reacted that way. And then they do it again, except it gets worse. And then I feel like a total dumb person. And I'm like, dang it, this is what I'm talking about. And then with my family, though, they're all like, it's like they're in a cult. That's the thing with them. They're in a cult. They are able to call everyone else up and be like, well, she's crazy. She needs help, even though I'm the only one in therapy, mind you. And they get to, like, get everyone to guilt me somehow into having contact with them. They will so much as use their own children to cry to other relatives so that way that relative can get on to me and say, well, you need to make up to this person because you got children crying and it's like, no. If someone is harming me and harming anyone in my family, they're harming us all as a whole. So no. There's just so much freaking dysfunction. It's crazy. And I think the reason why it makes me angry is because these people, it would be so much easier if they would just confront the issue, be honest about it. And I think for so many years, I thought if I could be honest about my faults and my mistakes, maybe they'd feel inspired to do the same thing. And we can get through it together and we can heal through it and we can start, like, doing the things we deserve to do growing up, you know? And then that doesn't work out the way I think it's gonna work out. So I end up being a stupid person for following through with that when I knew deep down, you know, all that other stuff. Okay, Phantom, I appreciate it, and I hope you have a good rest of your day and night, and get some rest, please. Please get some rest. People can't find their own happiness, it seems that's why they act. Thank you for being there for me in these past year. The way you changes for a big day, it's close. It's no problem, bestie. I'm always here if you need me. Um, and yeah, I can, like, I will be willing to talk to you about that stuff if you ever need to talk about it. Even if I just listen, sometimes I don't know exactly what to say, but I'm always here to listen, and you deserve that. So no need to thank me. Oh my gosh, Brandy, you finished your commission? That is so awesome. What did you do for, like, your commission? What did you end up drawing? Using children for personal gain is discussing. Yes. Sometimes I feel like my friends are getting bored of me, and I think my best friend trying to replace me with another one of our friends. What makes you say that? Sometimes that could be the case. Is this something you're observing? Or is it just a feeling that you're afraid might happen? Because there's a difference between observing it and feeling it. And I want you to know, if you're observing it, don't second guess it. And just what you can do is observe how this friend is. All right? Now, normally, like a long time ago, I would tell you to address them personally. But here's the thing, you don't always want to address people because not everyone wants to be addressed. Not everyone wants to try to understand how you feel. So if you observe that this friend doesn't really have great listening skills, because people can blame you all day and all night for having poor communication skills. And trust, that's something that I struggled with in my family. Because before, I didn't talk. I did not talk at all. And I'm talking about not as in being shy or quirky. No, not that kind of thing. I'm talking about I had poor, my vocabulary skills, my speech kind of sucked. And so I didn't really talk a whole lot. But I did get help with learning that because, again, I was in therapy, the only one in therapy, and getting that kind of assistance. But if you observe that someone doesn't have good listening skills, but you know that you're able to say, hey man, I'm kind of upset about this thing that you did, and I want to talk to you about it because I really care about you. You are so important to me, and I just want to talk about this with you so that we can kind of figure out what's going on. We can get to the bottom of it and hopefully come up with some solutions. And you know that you can talk about this, but you have observed that your best friend doesn't really seem to have the best communication skills or listening skills. Here's the thing, I'm going to get into another thing. The thing about communication that people get wrong every time is it's not about talking. That's only a small portion of communication. Communication involves, of course, being able to express yourself through talking it out, but it also involves being able to listen to one another and being able to understand and comprehend the other person. And if only one of those is involved, even just two of those things is involved, that's not full communication. Sometimes people only talk or only listen to where they can have the last word. So, with that in mind, if you've observed that this person isn't a good listener, then I would not address them. And I hear so many times, well, that person didn't address me, they were wrong, they just can't communicate. If I did something, you need to communicate. And those people I see as a red flag. And the reason why I see that all the time is because my family said the same crap to me and I communicated with them, and guess what? That backfired. And now I wish I could take back so many years of not even saying anything to them because I've observed that they do not have listening skills or understanding skills. Yeah, people do that, and that's crazy. Yeah. My place, but whatever decision you do, letting your friends just make sure. Yes. Yes. Interbite, that is the best. I love that. Just be, trust your instincts, okay? Trust yourself. Pay attention, observe before you react. And this is so important that I think every one of us should understand, is that before we react to a situation, we need to really sit down and observe not just how the other person's reacting, but how we really feel about that. So I think whatever happens, I think you will finally understand how to address it, or even what you need to do, because like, all in all, really just trust yourself. Trust yourself, trust your instincts, trust what you are observing. Thank you so much. I drew Turner Kid and cat into an anime version of the picture and added a heart around them. It looks so cute. Aw, that is so adorable, Brandy. I would love to see that. I don't know why, but I keep wanting to call everyone Sasha. I keep getting everyone's names mixed up. I don't know why. But yeah, that kind of stuff, you just gotta pay attention and really just trust your instincts and what you're observing. Yes. She's my best. I talk to her every single day. Unless like we're sick or something. Even then we still like talk and let each other know and stuff like that. Which is really nice cuz I don't really make friends that well. I don't relate to a lot of people at all. And you hear this word around a lot, and I don't like that kind of thing. And someone called me an introvert, and I don't like that word because so many people are using it, so I don't label myself as that. I don't think I'm any of them. In fact, I just think that I just struggle. It's just a struggle, and I just don't do that kind of label. So I think really it depends on the person. But yeah. I could try. I'm not the best with teaching. Really not. You would have to see a video. If I post a video, I'll have to show you physically because that's how I learn. I don't learn with directions. My brain is just not good with processing. So I'll have to show you labels when you know yourself. Yeah. Because I took over your brain. Yeah. Words are words, nothing more, nothing less. Meaning their meanings change depending on the person. Yes. Yes. Absolutely correct. You are right on the money. But man, it is frustrating to deal with people like that though. And and you're right about the people say like words are meaningless. Actions are what means something. Now, words are great. They can affect you depending on how they're presented and who's presenting them. But actions is what really means something. And for me, unfortunately, I have this thing that I really don't like about myself is that I can tell a shift in someone's mood. It affects me. And it's something I want to be able to work through myself because I know I struggle with it and I don't want it to be a struggle. But people's moods affect me. If someone's happy, I'm ecstatic. If people are goofy, I'm goofy. If people are dull and gloomy, I'm dull and gloomy. If I'm around people that are feeling a certain way, like if I go to the store and if someone is frustrated and wants to like just get mad at everyone, I feel frustrated and feel upset, but not really want to get mad at everyone. But yeah, it's really hard to explain, I guess. But, and also, I can tell a shift in someone's behavior towards me. I can tell when a person's intentions isn't to really. I can just tell when someone really. I can tell when someone likes me and when someone doesn't like me. Um, I can definitely tell. And I can also tell when they just don't know what to feel about me. That's something that I still can't explain to this day. So, and the reason how I can tell is because not their words. They can say, I love you, I like you all day, or they could say, you're really important to me all day. But I really have to look at their actions towards me and the way their behavior is towards me. Not just that one behavior that is sweet, but the several ones that is consistent. That's going to tell me the truth, not words. You guys know what I mean? Um, Also, one of my other friends has been stealing my stuff and acting as if they didn't, and I'm sure that they stole my sketchbook at school until someone, and no one's doing it. Jinx. No, I probably wouldn't draw Jinx, to be honest. Did you do you know who this person is? And if you know who this person is, do you know if this person stole it and has it in their desk, or do you know if they took it home? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. My bestie, Sasha, we can go from talking about something serious to goofy stuff all the time. And not only does she say that she loves me, she shows me. She shows me. And that's what I love. I love when words and actions line up with people. And I get it just depends. Some people aren't good with showing, but I also understand that that's something that the thing about me is like I prefer consistency. I prefer like I don't know, it's really hard to explain. You guys know what I mean. No, Kim, you don't have to because it's yes. Brandy, you already know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Um we talked about that before, but yeah. I don't talk to them anymore. I am no contact with all of them. And I don't care if they're blood or not, man. I just, and the way I've observed it is, I understand that because my mother, she used to do this thing where she would leave us with unsafe people. Just for the sake of family, why not? Why not? And that's I do not do sleepovers. I don't care if people sit there and say, "Well, you got to let your kids learn on their own. You got to let them live on their own. You can't control them their whole lives." Yeah, but they're children and I can protect them while they're still children. So shut your mouth. Seriously, like that makes me so angry and it shows a lot of neglect in other parents. For and not them letting their kids have sleepovers. No, not what I'm talking about, but them not understanding where the heck I'm coming from when I say I don't want my kids to have sleepovers and I'm not going to leave my kids with random people or family members that I know do very bad stuff. Whether that be recreational DR Uggs. I don't know if I could say that on here, which they have. Um, that kind of stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't even have to say it. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I should eat I just consumed an entire loaf of bread. Oh my, please, I would have loved if you shared with me Interbite. The quiz called was hydration is very, what kind of bread Interbite? It's easier for me to show you and tell you everything goes. I talk to my husband if you know what I'm, yes, yes, absolutely. But I'd rather be called out of my name than to allow my kids knowingly around someone that's going to hurt them or do things around them that they could pick up on the floor and ingest themselves and possibly be gone. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff my family does. I'm not even playing. It's scary. It really is freaking scary. Which is why I don't allow them to go spend the night anymore with anyone, because I've learned that that is neglect. That's me actively neglecting my children, knowing they're going over to someone's place. Whether that person does those kinds of shady things, are doing or saying inappropriate things to them, or letting them around people that are doing and saying inappropriate things to them. It's it's messed up. I will never ever do sleepovers. Never. Yes, you got to. You've got to burn bridges sometimes. I do too. I do too. Isn't he beautiful, man? He's beautiful. I love him. But yesterday I just bawled over everything, literally. There was a cat. I scrolled on YouTube and this girl was saying goodbye to her cat and I absolutely lost it. I cried instantly and I loved on my cats. I loved on everyone. And that's another thing with my family. They've always called me ungrateful, an ungrateful little brat. And I think they've said all those things just to get me to believe that, because it could control me back then. Now I don't believe that, and the reason why is because I am so freaking lovable to everyone. My love language is affection. I love showing affection. I'm a very affectionate person, which shows in itself, alone, with no explanation, that I do appreciate what I have. I appreciate everything that I have. Just because I address things that suck for other people to hear doesn't mean I don't appreciate it, what I already have. It's you're not being in control of myself sometimes, which sometimes causes me to burn bridges, which is goofy. You gotta do what you gotta do, though. Don't ever feel bad about that. I feel like people use that term. They might say, "Oh, well, you're burning a bridge or ruining a relationship because they aren't willing to work on themselves and help work through the relationship." So you've had enough of it, you're tired of trying, and you have decided to quote unquote burn bridges even though you have done the work and you have tried. Hi, Diamond. By the way, I want some of that bread. We were talking about food last night. That was funny. I told my bestie here about the slush. She said, "Give me some of that. I want some of that." And every time she has something, I'm like, "I'm hungry. Can I have some?" And we share. I had a dream about her. Not last night. I had a kind of a stress dream last night, but the night before I had a dream about her. She wasn't a creepy person, by the way. I know when you guys think about someone giving you candy, you think of someone in a van saying, "Come here, kid. I'm gonna give you candy." No, she wasn't being creepy. She was saying that she had candy, and we were talking about the plans that we were gonna make for the day. And she got in her pocket and she gave me candy. And it was those things, I don't know what they're called. I think they're called fruities. I think that's what she had. And she let me have some. I'm the bread whisperer, I guess. Throw me too. Yeah. That bread, you're gonna have you have to share with us, please. Please. The skin and the lips? Oh my goodness. Should I? I still have a lot to do with the hair, and when I get on the hair, I do not stop. So it is. Maybe I should go ahead and. Let me see. What colors do I want to use for skin? This one's beige. Wait, what does this look like again? Thank you so much. First, the horde of kids, now sharing bread. Yeah, what happened to those kids? We had like 6 or 7 of them on here, right? Oh no. Oh no, man, I don't know. I don't know. No, that's the same color. See, I'm using this little tiny guy. This is Tamaki Suo. Not legally responsible. He looks gorgeous, bestie. Thank you. Thank you, bestie. Do you play Genshin Impact or know any characters from Genshin Impact? They had me. I did a commission for one not too long ago. Actually, quite a while ago. Let me think. It was in 2021 when I did that. That was a long time ago. But yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I just don't play the game. Or whatever happened to them. I don't know. I don't know. They're gone. They are gone. I think they're probably in bed. Maybe, or at school. I'm not sure. A lot of them were from Indonesia, I think. So I know they are, I think they're, no, wait. It might be late for them over there. So maybe they're not in school. I don't know. Maybe they're not in school. I would have no clue on the matter, quite frankly. Hi, Charlie. Hi, 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 hi. The hair looks more edible than food. I know it does, doesn't it? Thank you so much. For real, probably tastes like lemon. Lemon. Yeah, it tastes like lemon. Wait, Sasha, bestie, if you're still here, is that how you say lemon in French? Lemon? Did I do it right? Cause I be your girl be confused over here. It's a slow start, but just trust. Trust. I don't say trust the process anymore. I just say trust. That's all you gotta hear. Just one word, and just watch the magic unravel or the terror unravel. I don't know. That's a choice you might want to make for yourself. Thank you so much, Charlie. Where do you even get that sketchbook? I got it from. I don't know where you're at. Is it Nernasha? Nernasha? I got this from Amazon. No, I got it from Walmart, I think. If you have a local art store, even if you're not in America, they should have one. You should be able to find one of these sketchbooks over in that area, if you will. Eye is starting on skin. That's it. If you guys don't quit, I'm gonna play the Peter song where Peter was singing in theater. Have you guys ever seen that episode? That's it. You guys are gonna cause me to put it on. Just wait. Also, this is a Strathmore sketchbook. Home Arts. Yeah, yeah, they are, and they're crazy. I was looking the other day, though. It's funny you say that, Enterbite, because I was looking the other day. I was like, if you took everything out of the store, it wouldn't be as big as I think it is. But this is Strathmore, and it's a tone tan sketchbook. You can get it at your local art store. That's it. You guys are gonna cause me to play the Peter song, the Peter where he's in theater. That's it. Not Peter Griffin. It said Peter Pan. Where's it at? He's singing that one general song. What's it called? Yeah, I think so too. They're probably busy or maybe they're working on something. Where are you at, Diamond? Where is it? No, not Peter and Quagmire texting. I'm trying to find the one where he's in. Oh, I found it. I found it. I found it.
Wait a second, Lois. I want to go back to what you said about my pad singing. Who gives you the right? You know I carried Pirates of Penzance that season at Quahog Community Theater. I am the general, the mineral, with the eggs on top.
That's what happens, guys. That's what happens here in this live. peak stream. Tamaki just looks so eatable. Or eatable. Oh god, not Family Guy. Did you guys see that? That was crazy. That was crazy stuff. I know you don't see it yet, but the color will appear, I promise. Trust. Trust it. Just no one share Nicolas Cage to me, please. That guy terrifies me. Don't ask. I don't know why I'm so afraid of him, but he just, I don't know what to do with him. Nicolas Cage is just, I don't know. Even though people love Nicolas Cage and have a crush on him, I don't. He terrifies me. For every time that I see him, he haunts me for 3 additional months. So I want you guys to be aware of that situation and take proper precautions because it's not fun. Thanks for the loves, guys. Lemon is French. Or lemon in French is citron. Citron. Bestie. I'm going to send you a recording of how to say it. Citron. Or citron. Citron. I want to learn French too, honestly, because a lot of my people are French. Have French. My mama was French. Had a lot of French in her. She wasn't from France or anywhere around there, but she had French in her. Kickless Nage. Luckily, when I hear his name or say his name, though, I don't get haunted. But when I see him that the craziness happens. I don't know. I just get cursed. He curses me. He curses me, guys. A wild pickle appears. Hello, hello. Also, do you want to be called by CJ or Pickle? I would say Pickle because I called you that from TikTok, so I'm not sure. I just want to make sure, like, based off of your preference. Whatever you want to be called, I shall call you. Pokemon type. Oh, yeah, I'm not from there, but I do learn at home alone. Yeah, you speak really great French, Bestie. You speak really, really great French. She can speak French, guys. I've heard her. Literally, she sings she listens to French music and she sings the lyrics, and she speaks it sometimes on live. It is so cool, guys. It's so cool. It is. Either or. I've been called both. Know me as both and the real life friends the same. Oh my god, wow. Hi, Sakura. Hello, hello. I don't believe in France. I've been to Paris. Was almost definitely a government psyop. That's what I say about this guy. I swear he's the feds. Look, does he not look sus, guys? He looks like he's working for the feds. I made his neck too long, though. Don't just ignore that. Don't look. Don't look. But he does look. He just doesn't look like he's up to any good. He works for the feds. I wanted to learn Korean. I do too, Charlie. Let's learn Korean together. It's the feds. I'm still beginner though. I'm beginner level still. Not my tax money. Yeah, did he take your tax money? Interbite, did he take your tax money? I hope my chat, if my chat stops, guys, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I am leaving. I'm just leaving in general. I'm terrified. Looks, does he not though? Look. Look. I mean, he's cute, I'm not gonna lie. But I have a question though. Because I drew him from a reference, but I did it in a way that I wanted to draw. Not it's in the same style. All right, but he's in a different whatever pose. All right? I'll show you him and let you guys judge if he looks like he's sus or if he's working for the feds. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does he look like he's working for the feds? Or does he look innocent? Or does he look so innocent that he could be sus? No, don't look. That's inappropriate. I won't show it. I won't show any of that stuff here. It's a corpo, yeah. He's up to no good. He might take my tax money. Have you heard of Alton Towers? I have not. Smash. Oh, I'm Russian. Oh my goodness. That is so cool. People from different parts, frightened even. I'm terrified. So he's up to no good, right? He's so cute though. My goodness, he's adorable. Look at him. No, I won't show you none of that up there. No, no, no. Look at him. He's so cute. He kind of looks like Shoya from Silent Voice, I think it's called. I've never heard of that. You know, he looks. Hello, hello. I think I've seen you in here before. I'm gonna call you Riri-chan. 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 Choom, the corpse are here. I'm scared. But he does, I think in my drawing he looks like that. Is it just my drawing that he looks like that? That he looks like he's working for the feds, or perhaps, is it the fact that he looks like that in general? I don't know. Someone said they wanted me to color the skin. Well, I am coloring the skin. I don't know if you guys are still here or not. I not know. Bebby. You can call me Bebby. I thought so. Don't trust a man that gives that stare. He looks like a Ghibli character. He really does. He looks like and they do that style kind of does look Ghibli a little bit, but when I drew him out, I was like, why am I terrified right now? Why do I have this why am I dealing with like so much I'm just so anxious right now. Why? I know it's not love. It's not because he's a cutie boy. It's because I'm scared. Someone help. Theme Park UK, I love. I want to go there now. I want to go. Bebby is my real name. That is so cool. I only need 3 more people now. I'm excited. Oh my goodness. You are getting there. You're gonna get there. Like, by this week, literally. I'm telling you, I swear to you, you will get there. This week. You won't even know what to do with yourself. You won't even know what to do. I'm telling you. Where is that? I don't even... Hold on. Wait. I'm trying to find that color. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. I'm gonna use this small one. Let me use this small one. You know, your art is very amazing. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Someone asked me to color the skin. I don't think they're here anymore. One of you guys. Someone did. I don't think that person's here anymore, though. Maybe, maybe not. If not, I'm probably gonna go ahead and move on back to the hair. I think so. Man looks like he scams grandmothers of their insurance funds. Oh no! Really, him or him? Oh, Akusaka Ayam Goreng? What does that mean? Also, where are you from? I thought you told me once, but I forgot. It has Smiler. It does 14 loops. Oh my goodness, I would be terrified. I'm scared of roller coasters. I'm not scared of heights really, but I'm scared of roller coasters. Right, soon I find out I'm going to be on. Oh my gosh, yes. I said it right? No way. No way. I do want to speak I do want to speak the language. I know there's different just depending, like Indonesian is what people from Indonesia basically speak. It says that people, because I looked it up, because a lot of people from Indonesia speak English. And I'm like, that is so cool. It's also not fair that we don't speak that language. I want to, and I wish we could have been taught all these languages and cultures. But it says that usually people who speak English are from the city. So I'm interested to say, like, I'm interested in hearing. Are you from the city or like would it be an urban area? No, one is a Fed, the other one looks like a scam artist. Are you talking about him? I'll show you him, like, in the pictures. Tamaki Suo. Hold on, I'll type him in. And see if he really still looks like a... Hold on. If he really looks like a scam artist. Does he look like he scams he scams grandmothers of their insurance funds? Does he really look that way? I don't know who the random people in here are. There's AI generated cosplay Tamakis in here. I don't know why they did that. Does he really look? Clearly, he has a scam link on his Facebook. I'm screaming my head right now. Oh, I bet you are, bestie. My favorite ride is Nemesis Reborn. That sounds like a cool ride. I don't know. I think a lot of these, I mean, obviously they are cosplay, but some of them are AI generated. It, cosplaying stuff. Someone did art. That's cool. More art. But he really does look like he has a scam link in his Facebook bio. Really, he really looks that way. Guys, if you're just coming into the live, my friend Interbite here says that he looks like he has a scam link in his bio. See, look at his face. And that he scams grandmothers of their insurance funds. I hope you guys Keep that in mind because he might scam your grandmother. Does he really look that way though? Hi, hi, Danny. It's one of our kids, Interbite and Sasha. It's hold on. My favorite. I just read that the most innocent-looking ones are never to be trusted. He looks like my husband. My husband was born. Oh, he does. You seen baby pictures of him? No way. I have to Bestie, I'm gonna have to message you a picture of me when I was little. No, inappropriate. Inappropriate, guys. There's manga him. That's him in the manga. Does he really look that way? I take no responsibility of them. Do not push this on me. Screaming all caps. So yeah, he looks like he scams grandmothers of their insurance money. That's crazy, guys. But it's not, I mean, maybe it's not too far-fetched. Because in one of the episodes, they are trying to find out the dark side of him. Which, by the way, they find out there is really no dark side, that he's just the way he is. Which they call an idiot, or just the way he is, I guess. But yeah, they try to find a dark side of him. See if he has a dark side. Tamaki. Which, that wouldn't be too far-fetched, I guess. Hello, Sakashi, or Sakshi? I said Sakashi, I guess it's not. He looks like he came from Mars. Really? Who's an artist here? Yeah, if you guys are artists, say, I'm an artist. And, if you guys have an extra device on you, go ahead and try to look up that person on, YouTube. I know that, see, I'm not sure, I haven't tried it, but I think on here you can also type in their name that it appears on the live right now, maybe. You're from India? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. What part of India are you from? You guys are wanting me to speak different languages, or making me want to speak different languages, and I'm just sitting here like, I wish I knew so I can talk to you guys. So I could just talk to you guys in a different language other than what I'm speaking now. I am from the States. I'm from the States. I am from the States. I'm from I live in a southern state, but right now as far as I know, who knows? But as far as I know, I was born in a southern, or a northern state. And my closest relatives come from Canada. Which is why I don't talk like a cowboy. I can speak both Hindi and English. That is so cool. Thank you. That is so cool. I want to speak it. You guys need to actually tutor me, because I need help. I need help. I know, Bestie, you are getting so close. So close. But in all seriousness, I am from America. And my English still isn't as good as it could be. I'm learning, though. I'm learning a lot, actually. But, yeah. I'm not the best at English. Still. I didn't do well in English, by the way. I don't know how I'm from here. But somehow, some way, I did not do well in English. But luckily, I was in anime club back then, so my teacher, she didn't entirely despise me. So, I mean, I graduated high school with a C in English, even though I averaged about a D. Usually what sucked though is they had group work and I just didn't like group work back then. I didn't want to do it. The group work, I didn't. Not only did they try to pin it on me, the group work, I just didn't. I don't know. What was I supposed to say to people back then? I couldn't talk that well. So I didn't know how I was supposed to approach people and say, hey, this is what we're gonna do. And hey, what's the ideas? Blah, blah, blah. That kind of stuff. Let's see. Who needs English when you get to scream loudly? When I am mad, I start saying some words in French, bestie, even though it's not my language. That is so cool, though. Thank you. Also, Sakshi, is that how you pronounce your name? If you would, my friend Michaela and Adam doing art. She's my friend, my best friend, and she needs 3 more people to her channel, and she does art as well. So I'd really appreciate if you could subscribe to her as well. Amazing artwork. Thank you so much. I quit math and took English because I'm gooder in English. Yes. We are all gooder in English. I'm going to send you a younger picture of me in a little bit. Yes! I'm going to show you one of me too. Now, I don't have any more baby pictures of me because we moved so much growing up. So I will send you one from when I was 2. When I was 2. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. How'd you learn color theory? From TikTok, from other people. That's just, I didn't know about it at all until I think 2 years ago. I heard people talking about it. I got on TikTok in 2020, and even then I didn't know what it was when people would say color theory sucks and talk about it a lot, make fun of it. I didn't know what that meant. So, because of TikTok, my language skills and my English has gotten so much better. And because of TikTok, I'm able to go live and not completely lose my marbles because I get nervous when it comes to people. But luckily, if I know that someone is on my life that I know, I don't feel as bad. And that makes me really grateful, so thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you in here. The goofiness, the deep talks, the more insight, not only do we have deep talks and, you guys know where I'm coming from on a lot of stuff, you guys also show me a lot too that I didn't know about before, so it's incredible. I appreciate you guys a whole ton. Tic Tac on top. Instagram we used. So you're on. Yeah, I did have Instagram for a while, but then I got off it. Why is it banned? Why? You mean TikTok? I don't know. I actually have not been on there consistently. The only time I go on there is to see my besties' lives. So that's pretty much the only reason why I go on TikToks. On the TikToks. Look at my cat. Mako. Meow. Look at her. Meow. Look at her pretty tiger stripes. Look at her. I love her. Why is my camera doing that? Darn it. My light so dead in my soul. Who? Arya who? Also, hello, Arya. Number 1. You're number 1. tried Tic Tacs before and it tasted like concentrated. Hold on, I don't know if I. Let me try. Let me try. Concentrated mint. Sorry, I it I'm bad at pronouncing some words, guys. Top 10 cat moments. Before I go out of school, I read very well bestie, and they help me with my speaking problem, but reading. No, but when I got out of school, I got better with reading things, concentrated. Oh, okay, yeah. Interbite, concentrated. Yeah, they did with me too. I also, I had special education in school, and they tried to get my mom to help me with certain things and even seek some assistance because back in the early 2000s they did start to offer that kind of stuff for people like me. But my mom never got me help. So I ended up kind of suffering in a lot of ways and got pretty badly bullied. And my best friend in high school, Stephanie, we both had like some special education classes. And we were called R words, as in we are stupid. Which just because someone's in special education doesn't mean they're stupid. It just means that place is offered to help for any kind of assistance that someone needs. And it's to give that person the individual needs that they are struggling with. And I wish that kids were also taught about that, like, hey, special ed is not for people who are stupid or can't do anything. It's just to help you learn different things that that you're struggling with. So that's I had to do speech and extra like things that helped me, and it really did help. And I did therapy when I was in high school. We did therapy, and us kids, the counselor and the lady that did the therapy, she was really great, by the way. They would come like in the summer times and come pick us up in a van, and we'd all not in a creepy way interbite. Not in a creepy way, I promise that. But we would go to places and we would go to picnics at parks and not in a creepy way interbite. We would go and see different places and learn about stuff at museums and stuff. And we would learn social skills and all that fun stuff. I think they still offer that for adults too that have certain needs, disabilities, or even needs. And I still, I actually just opened up to someone and told them that I am gonna finally accept that help because I have a hard time with accepting help. So, I'm finally giving in and allowing help for myself for the things that I struggle with, that I never knew or learned how to do or never knew about. Yeah, I feel rather jolly. I love the little emojicons that you're putting on here. It's up to you. Let me see. Actually, let me see if I can look you up. Sakshi. And how do you even achieve these smooth colors? For me, it always messes up even if I do. Okay, what you want to do actually is you want to do it very, very lightly. If you're not already, you want to go very lightly. And it also depends on the paper sometimes. Also, when you're using colored pencils, always sharpen them. Always sharpen these because it's really different when you keep them unsharpened versus sharpening. But you want to make sure you continue to do it very, very lightly. I know people press hard on them, and that can really sometimes change the drawing. Like, I'll show you an example. I don't know if I have an example of coloring too darkly on something. Let me see. I mean, too hard. Let me see if I do have that somewhere. My teachers looked at me dead in the eyes and told me they ain't got ish to teach me in school. Oh my goodness. Hey, it's me, Kaya. I'm just using my dad's account. Hello, my daughter. With my consent, my teachers used to lock me in a dark... Oh, I'm glad they have that for me too. Yes, I'm glad they have that. Me, who are you? Who are you? That is Kaya. Remember, Danny, your sister? I'm trying to think. See, like right here, I colored too dark, and it ended up kind of streaking a little bit, and it just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. It might not look that way on here, but yeah, this is the one that is my favorite one that I did. I kind of, as you can see, colored very, very hard in this area. So if you color hard, oh my! But if you color hard, I ended up on a random thing on there of yeah. Shut it. I'm using my dad's account. It's taken away for some time. What? Your YouTube? Your YouTube? Goodness. I'm actually gonna try to. I was gonna look up Sakshi's username on here so I can sub to Sakshi. Let me go back up and innovative miss. I see it. Let me see. Oh, I see it. I see it. Hold on. Let me click on the thingy. I see it. Oh my goodness. Yay! I sub to you. I sub to you, Sakshi. Oh, I love that. That looks like a fish. The feds. My parents. Oh, so you're like, you mean grounded from it? You don't have access to it for a certain period of time? But yeah, when it comes to coloring, you want to make sure it's soft. If you do it softly. Because if you go too hard on the drawing, it will cause a bunch of lines to form and then it won't turn out the way you want it to. And trust, that happens to me. It happens to me all the time. So I understand your struggle. It's frustrating. I think it happens to all of us, really, with that. With your permission, you got... your teachers did that. Good grief, what am I going to do with you? But yeah, bestie, I'm so glad they have that too for adults and adults that have struggles as well and disabilities and stuff. I wish they offered that like 50 years ago too, because otherwise a lot of the older people wouldn't be so bitter towards us and angry. They would be like, I got this help too and it was fantastic. It worked so well for me. Yay, everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. Whee! Yesterday my teacher gave me punishment because I was drawing in my book. What? No. Tell her to stop. No. Just because you were drawing doesn't mean you get to be punished. And if you guys were doing work, then she could have said, here, put this away. Here's the thing you could be working on right now. And direct you to that. Not take the thing away. Now, it's different if you're done with your work already and you're going to work on a picture or something to kill the time, to make sure that you have something to do while you're waiting for everyone to get finished with their work. But and in that case, she should not have taken that from you. Should not have taken that from you. Trust me, my school is insane. 15, 16-year-olds. Oh my goodness, no. In all fairness, sensory deprivation is surprisingly helpful for my condition. Yes. How do I ook? I'm confused. I'm for 7th grade. Yeah, it can be. Yes, for the most part, school is arse. It is. It really is. I do also have sensory issues too. I think I need to get something, I need to figure out what's going on because I do this thing where I have involuntary movements. And I don't know if there's something wrong with me or what, but it's something I've noticed within the past like couple of months where I'll accidentally do something and I don't mean to do it. My brain's not thinking about it. Like the other day, I was sharpening my pencil. And when I sharpen my pencil, normally when I sharpen it, I put the pencil sharpener back here, right? But I threw this by accident across the floor and I didn't mean to. I don't know why I did it. I was like, why did I do that? I wasn't mad or anything. I told my husband, he was like, oh, you were just mad. I'm like, no, I wasn't mad. I just feel like my body just wanted to throw it for some reason. I don't know. And I've noticed that a couple years ago too. And I thought it was just something goofy and silly that I did, but maybe it's not so much. Where I would be on my bed and just randomly scrolling through my phone and watching something or whatever on TikTok, and I would pick my stuffed animal up and throw it for no reason. I wasn't mad or angry. It was just a response my body had. I don't know. Your school just sounds terrible. Your school sounds terrible. That is awful. I can't believe it's almost been 2 hours, guys. Help. I don't think the person is still here that asked me to color the skin. So I'm going to get started on the hair again. Because when I color the hair, I go at it for a long time. Where's the yellow? Yellow. Yellow. My throat's starting to bother me. I hope I'm not allergic to these cats. I hope not, because I love them so much. I love cats. And I kind of want a puppy too. So if I'm allergic to animals, I'm going to be sad. I don't want to get rid of them. I know some people do end up keeping their animals, but some are so bad allergic that they have to get rid of their animals. And I know it sucks. It sucks really bad. Being allergic to animals. I hope I'm not. And it's just this weather that keeps changing all the time. I really hope it's not that. Because if I'm allergic, then I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry forever. Even if I am, I might just try to relieve it in some way and not get rid of them. If it's not that severe. I know for some people it is severe so much that they have to where it's causing a lot of problems. Guys, is my chat not working again? Everyone's quiet. There's 7 people here, so I doubt that if my chat is not working, I unfortunately have to go. I do have to go potty. And yes, I say go potty. And I have to get some Wawa, drink my tea, and try to finish this up. I'm gonna message my bestie on here too. I gotta try to find a picture of myself when I was little. I do have it somewhere, but I just don't know where it's at. But I will send that picture to you. I'm probably gonna go ahead and get off. And the next 12, 10 maybe 20 seconds. If someone doesn't say, hey, I'm here, I'm probably gonna go ahead and leave. because I don't know what's wrong with my chat. I don't know what's wrong with it. It just loses its ever-loving mind, and it goes bonkers. That's one thing that sucks about YouTube, is that chat is a little slow or it's non-existent, and you can't see anyone's comments. And that sucks because I know that people comment and they're like, hey, I said this to you. I'm like, I'm so sorry, I had to miss it. Because I couldn't see your comment. My cat's in there screaming, so I don't know what she wants. She probably wants to play. And luckily I can walk on my foot now enough. So, but yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and finish this. Because I gotta color the hand and finish more touch-ups on this, especially the eyes and the hair. But guys, I am gonna get off of here. For those who just joined, I have a bestie on here that I need you guys to subscribe to, please. Please, I want her to go live. I want her to go live on here because they're gonna delete TikTok. So this is her username. Michaela White. And these are ones, by the way. This is her username, so if you guys would subscribe to her, I'd really appreciate it. She's also an artist. She paints, and she does some really cute paintings. And she's also getting into art, guys. So you've got that to look forward to, too. Let me see, what else am I forgetting? I will probably make that in a post, by the way. The put my bestie's name in the post. And you guys have a good night. You guys have a good night and a good morning, and you guys eat good food, drink some water, get plenty of rest. Interbright, if you want to, you can message me in the Discord and let me know what happened. Since you're moderator and bestie, you can as well, when we message each other. And I will let you guys go. And you guys take care of yourselves and have a good rest of your night and morning. See you guys later.